Previously on the Reckoning series.
Hey, this is what it's all about right here. Hey, this is what it's all about right here!
You just had that feeling that you get when you know you're going to win a tournament.
Marcelo had tried to make a move from the Dorito corner to the Dorito one. He was able to lean back and throw a lane right before the Dorito. And I had just caught him trying to make that move. I heard the crowd, like the energy starting to build. I'm like, maybe I'll look that way. I did a little head check and I see Brad just going to work. I'm like, this is it.
It's pretty just like undescribable feeling of just so excited and happy.
It's a great feeling. It's an unreal high, but you can't sit and dwell on that. Like, we took a week off. We all enjoyed the win for what it was, and then it's over. We were all just ready for the next tournament. Another day, another dollar.
MAO, we knew that we were the team to beat, but it was a good feeling for us because it's hard to take down the top team, but it's hard to be the top team too. And I mean, we knew we had to play harder and be better if we wanted to stay in that top spot.
I just don't know if Mother Nature doesn't like us this year or what, 'cause our first match against Ironman at MAO was another torrential downpour.
Going into MAO PSP, Infamous was super confident. And we went into the event basically not giving a lot of people very much respect, which in my opinion is the way to go about it. We went in playing the Ironman out of Southern California and it really wasn't a game. Going into our second game, playing Thunder, we didn't give them very much respect either. They gave us a fight, but I don't think they were going to beat us at any point in the match.
I ran down the snake side and I was putting pressure on Nico on his outside so he couldn't come out of me, and I basically was able to get a hit on his side. I slid into their snake, like, to stay alive, and then he decided to shoot me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know exactly what his thought process was there.
After going 2-0 on their first day of play, Infamous is looking strong going into Saturday. Their first match will be against Houston Heat, who they have yet to beat this season.
They'd already beat us twice in the first two tournaments, and we had something to prove. We wanted to come out and just punch them in the nose. There's no way we're going to lose to them 3 times in a row.
We were really excited to play Heat. We knew that this was going to be a very tough game for us. I think we did a really good job of moving slowly up the field and working together as a team to close them out.
Yeah, there was one point where it came down to the last 2 guys. I was in snake 1 in the corner, so I kind of did a little like Texas 2-step stutter step, shot Chad and either lowered their goggles, and then went through and finished off slowly.
You're on out. 5 fucking minutes to tie this game up and beat these faggots. You guys fucking want it? Let's go, Heat! Let's go, Heat!
Like this was a joke and it was never real. And why can't you see? Why can't you see it's
I heard Mishka coming down the field, getting closer to me. So I come out, trade with him, put up my hand, but he put up his hand first and started yelling at the ref. For some reason they believed him, gave me a penalty, so I had to run into the box.
Nicky's trying to run and get into the box, and as Chad goes to hang the flag, Nicky goes sliding into the box and just upends Chad, and Chad just goes flying in the air. I felt bad for Chad getting smoked down by Nicky, but it looked pretty cool in slow motion.
He has, I think, under a minute to score that last point to tie it up. And I don't know if they just forgot about me. Like, Florida boy debunked Federer out of the D's, and then luckily somehow I managed to dodge Ronnie behind whoever's running the flag in. He just caught a random hot one and ended up shooting all 4 guys, and I think in like 6 seconds.
Hey, motherfuckers! Ah! It's an on tournament! Wait, Pete. Broad plums, motherfuckers! Hey, that's the way to fucking...
Yeah, baby doll!
We prevailed, ended up going on to play our last match against CEP, which would have also gave us the bye. And CEP gave us a rough game.
When we're 3-0, as long as we're not down points, I try and use that as an opportunity to maybe try some plays that we hadn't tried before. You never want to play down your competition, and that may have happened a little bit.
Luckily, we picked it up in the end of that CEP game, thanks to Drew Templeton, who actually came out and shot 4 guys one game for us and basically got the bye for us, which was huge.
So 6 straight victories in Chicago. We were 4-0 in the prelims of MAO, so that's 10 straight wins. Like, that's hard to do for any team. And so going into Sunday, we were like, all right, we're winning another tournament. This one's ours too. And we were just more confident we could ever be.
We did not give a shit who was in front of us. We just wanted to play whoever, and whoever was thrown in front of us, we were just going to eat them alive.
Start to finish and never let up! Come on, on 3! EFC! 1, 2, 3! EFC!
Let's go now!
X Factor did us a huge favor. They got a major the first point out. Michael Kovar got shot in like the barrel or the loader or something like that, and he got a major, and that killed them. Allowed us to go up right away.
Yeah, getting the buys obviously puts a little pep in your step, and same as Chicago, we came out and put 6-0 on the board just like that. Like, this tournament's ours, we're trying to prove something, and we rammed it down their throats.
I was shooting inside, and then I had that feeling that Billy was getting anxious to come and get me. And I saw his feet, and I tucked in as much as I could and just shot all the way up his legs. He just missed me.
We're just playing better. The team's really becoming a really close team. Everyone knows what the other guy wants to do, and everyone's playing off each other. I think they scored a point maybe, then we finished it off and got to go to the next round.
All right, cut that shit. That was for getting here. All right, bring it in. This shit ain't over with. All right, we got one fucking game against a team that we really, really want to beat.
Fuck yeah.
All right, It's either we end up with 2 wins this season or they end up with 2 wins this season. And the only way that we're going to get to the top of these ranks is if we win this tournament right here. We got 20 minutes. Score 7 points or have more than they do when this shit's over. We've done everything we've done to elevate our fucking game and do what we need to do to put ourselves in this position. And now it's time for us to go get it. Play fucking hard, be smart, all right? Trust in your teammates, and let's go, all right? Let's go pop some more Bud Lights.
Fuck these
Bitch, all right? Some warm Andre, all right? Let's get this shit going. EFC, baby. 1, 2, 3. EFC!
Hoorah! There we go.
Final game of the PSP MAO event for us was another matchup against Heat, who we had beat in the prelims, so we knew that it was going to be a rough game.
First point we came out, rocked them, didn't feel like anybody could touch us. Nobody on our team wanted them to succeed or be shot by any of those guys, so came out hot.
The second point, there was just a hit directly in the middle of my pack, and I honestly, God, still don't know. I think Nikki might have shot me for the 8th time this season. But yeah, I got a minor, and they end up winning the point, so I come out of the box right away.
Playing against like guys that you've been playing with for so long, I mean, they kind of know where you're gonna go. And when I got told to run to the corner, I was like, all right, everyone knows I'm going to the corner, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I ran out there as fast as I could. And right when I slid in, I got shot. Like it was seriously like a millisecond. It felt like.
I like to think that I have this little thing called like a ninja spidey sense. You know, you get that feeling. I just do the old lean back and I just throw paint into a spot where you think they might go. And it just worked out that he happened to make that move right as I put paint in the lane, and he just dove right into my stream. Call it what you want, I call it my spider sense.
Let's go! Come on, man! Let's go!
All the guys that got in had opportunities and made a few small mistakes here and there. And when you're playing a team like Heat on Sunday in the finals, you know, those are the things that they need to propel them, you know, to victory.
I got going on the snake side, I got in the snake, and I knew there was someone over on the Dorito side, and I think Dorito won. But when I went to the next knuckle, I didn't know that he also moved up the field on the Dorito side. And when he moved up, you know, he has a clear shot on me, so like an idiot, I got shot, and then totally screwed that whole side of the field because I was the widest guy over there.
We need the point, you know, to give us that momentum back. I tried to come up the field and bunker out Constantine, but his back guy caught me, so I had to dip off into Dorito 2. Just at that time, the sideline coaches have coached Sam up to the second part of the snake, and I really couldn't live anymore. He wound up, you know, clipping me in my side as I was trying to stay alive, and I wish I could just take that point back and do it a little bit smarter with communicating with Bobby and Damien.
They're just running the clock, not giving me anything.
I know, that's what they expect them to do.
To win a tournament, you have to do everything 100% on point. And we were not communicating well enough by any means.
Hey, keep up the communication, all right? Don't stop talking, right? Don't get inside your head.
Somebody that you recognize.
There's one crucial point against Heat where it's just like, things can't always go your way, and you're going to catch random hot ones. Like Brad happened to get shot in a snap battle. I still don't know where I got shot from. I just took one in the loader, I think, and then Nikki died right after that. So within like 6 seconds, we lose 3 guys in a crucial point.
It ended up being me and Greg in a must-win situation. When I saw Fedorov make his bump, I knew that I could spread the field out. I made my move, which I think gave us a better chance of winning that point. I'm in the snake corner, Greg's in the Dorito side. I knew I basically had to go, so I go into the snake. Once I had the opening, I went into the 50. We battled there for quite a bit. Greg got into the 50 Dorito. I put a good shot on Fedorov. I'm not sure that Greg knew that I shot Fedorov, so the game went on for, I would say, approximately a minute 30. I knew that we were just dwindling down on time. I shot the two guys in that were controlling me in the snake. I dove into their side of the snake. Sergey, who is one of the Russian guys playing on the team, stood up tall, shot me through the crack of the snake, which was an amazing shot. But you know, I think if Greg knew that Fedorov was dead, he had the field closed in on him. He could have went quicker, but losing that point basically lost the match for us. I mean, it was just devastating for me and the team, just losing that point, because after that, we basically had to just run at him. And when a team's just running at another team, and it's a quality team as Heat is, they can just lock the field up. And that was the event for us. It was a really, really bad feeling.
Nobody spoke to each other, nobody said anything for a half hour. And we just all looked at each other and just knew that we lost as a team. We couldn't point fingers, we couldn't really do anything. It was just, it is what it is.
To get that close to winning the event, you know, it really hurts. I have like my family and friends there, and it's just tough because, you know, they want to be with you and they don't really know how to console you sometimes on stuff like that because you're just so pissed off.
It's always harder to stay at the top than it is to get to the top, it seems like. However you want to say it, you know, we ended up making just a couple small mental mistakes across the board, and that's what hurt us. And it was still a close game. We still had an opportunity to win it. Everybody definitely stepped up a lot. You know, it's just, you know, a few little small things that killed us.
We weren't the top dogs anymore. It's like we were the top dogs for one tournament, and now we're second place, which you didn't win, you didn't win. It doesn't matter if you didn't win by a little. End result is you just didn't win. And now Heat's the top dog, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing them again in World Cup, and I would love that. It's like I want to play them at World Cup, and I want to play Damage at World Cup, and I want to play the Russians at World Cup. Every team that's given us a hard time this whole year, I want to play all of them at World Cup just so we can freaking show that, you know what I mean? Like, people can't say, oh, you did well, you didn't play them, or you whatever. It's like I play them all, beat their ass.
After MAO, the team heads to Las Vegas for the NPPL World Championships.
Oh man, that was a good one, Serge. You missed it. That's right.
And those eyes give you away, 'cause I'm holding on to all of the things that I've done wrong, mistakes I've made over and over. I'm holding on to all the mistakes I've made. So I wrote this down as fact, just in case I get it down. Just to say that hope is something that's been built to hold you back. And everyone I know considers me a joke, with good reason. 'Cause I'm holding on to all of the things that I've done wrong, mistakes I've made over and over.
Infamous manages to sneak through the prelims and move on to Sunday as the number 8 seed. They will be up against Sacramento Excessive in the quarterfinals.
Getting some better grip for this great turf out here that they got, and I gotta run like lightning.
After a tough battle, the team has a disappointing loss to Excessive in the quarterfinals. Then, to top this off, they get some unfortunate news from their starting Snake player, Brad McCurley.
Well, some new turf out here. It's a little bit slick. Was running down the Snake and slipped out weird, and my knee came down first. Got real stiff. Don't really know what it is yet until I get an MRI, but it doesn't feel good.
Coming off 2 disappointing events, Infamous heads to Fantasy of Flight for the PSP World Cup.
So World Cup is obviously a big deal to me. That's the one at the end of the year. It's like the Super Bowl of paintball. You know, everyone's watching that webcast. If they're not at the event, it's the biggest paintball event there is. You want to win that event. That's like the event to win.
Well, we didn't really know Brad's status with his knee after Vegas. We ended up tearing his PCL, went to the doctor, couldn't play World Cup, and then couldn't really do anything for a few months after that. So ended up getting a call from Scott Kemp out in Orlando when we were out there practicing, and he wanted to have a team to play with. So we ended up picking him up kind of last second, which is great because he's a good player and he fit in and fit into our system well since Brad was kind of a last second thing. Coming off second place at MAO and then coming off our quarterfinal knockout at Vegas, we were definitely hungry to go out in World Cup and redeem ourselves.
To us, that's the biggest event of the year. And I know that everyone is going into that event hungry as any other team that's going in there.
For the first match of World Cup, the team squares up against Chicago Aftershock.
Hey, here we go. Hey, let's go, Damien. Big game, right, huh? Right from the beginning, huh? Start it up. Right, let's go. Hey, do not come out fighting now. Hey, start to finish. Start to finish. Let's go. Hey, get up and stay up. Keep your boys up now, huh? Everybody contributes. Everybody goes hard.
So supposedly Damien decided to teach Scott Kemp how to gun tech, and when that happens without supervision, people put the parts in backwards and then they don't work. So Scott had a bad gun.
We got up on him and then we ended up getting a major penalty. I think Nicky got it, so we made it a little harder on ourselves than we needed to.
got that penalty, and we're thinking, here we go again. But we weathered the storm, came back, tightened it up, and finished the game clean.
Game 1, we got 2 majors. That's how we gonna fucking play this?
Hey, let's go. It's a win. It's a sloppy win, but it's a fucking win, boys. Now we gotta look forward.
Infamous finishes off Thursday with a win under their belt. On Friday, they will face off against Sacramento Excessive, who has not played the PSP all season and is the team that knocked them out of MPBL Las Vegas.
Let's not give them any help. Okay? If we shoot a guy, shoot the filler. Shoot the filler. Never let anybody fill out. It's the easiest way to win a fucking game. Shoot the filler. Alright? But let's not get caught up, like I said, in fucking what these guys are doing or how, unprepared we think they are. Let's just be concerned about how prepared we are. Alright? So just think about your jobs tonight, what you need to do, what you could have done better today, and let's go at it tomorrow.
Linksters on 3. Hey, another goal accomplished, okay? Another successful day in fucking Infamous land. That's how we do this shit, all right? One more tomorrow, 4th game. Let's win World Cup now, huh? One more day. Let's do it tomorrow. Beat Excessive. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dangerous!
Look at all these guys from Vegas.
We all live from Vegas.
We didn't want to take them too lightly. We knew that they had been playing good paintball throughout the year, but hadn't really seen too much PSP action, so you never know what you're going to get. We watch them the first game of the tournament, but people can change, 180 degrees from that.
It was a tight game there for a second, but then they kind of made it easy on us with Zach came down the snake, shot Corey in the arm, and then he tucked it in. Ref ended up finding it and gave him a major, and then after that we kind of racked up the points on him a little bit. I don't know if they didn't adjust to the major well because they started the next point with one guy. We break out, and right when I break out the side of the snake side of the box, I see that there's nobody there. I see the one guy, and he's breaking out Dorito way, and I can tell by his body language that he's just going to dip into that little Dorito. So we just basically, all 3 of us on that side, I think, pretty much run snake on the break, and we're just shooting him. It was like slow motion. We just kept shooting him, and the balls just kept breaking on his head, breaking on his goggles, breaking on his head. But all of us were kind of laughing on the inside because that was pretty fun.
Thomas's style of play is he's always coming. When he gets in the snake, you gotta watch for him to do damage because he'll fly down to your end before you know it.
I shot fucking. Oh, he shot him early. God damn it.
They pulled me on.
As soon as you looked inside, Thomas went running to the snake.
I shot him coming to get him.
Okay, but I'm saying in the very beginning of the game, you looked inside and then Thomas
How many
took
you
off.
got, Callie?
We just got to stay that way. I didn't see which way you were looking, but did you see Thomas go? Huh? Sosa's in.
No, Bobby. Need one more.
Callie's in.
There's only 4 out there.
We were kind of at each other's throats a little bit in the pit, which is kind of our style. We're all like a crazy family that we're all just yelling at each other just because we knew we weren't really playing to the top of our game. Thomas ended up getting a penalty, running down the snake, trying to bunker Zach. Zach shot him first, and Thomas kept going according to the refs, and he's trying to plead his case, saying he couldn't stop because of his knee, which is pretty creative, but once the penalty's thrown, I don't know if that's really going to get it done to revert the call.
Hey, Infamous, we gotta sharpen the fuck up, boys. Let's go. That was a shitty-ass fucking game. Terrible.
I mean, after that excessive game, the whole goal for that game was to tighten up after that aftershock game, and then we felt like we were still on that same level of kind of sloppy play. We weren't playing bad by any means, but we weren't playing to our top potential.
Every game you guys lit me up, I gave you more fucking shots.
Let's go.
I gave you 4 in the back.
At least 5, 6.
Nikki and Rich got into it. I mean, I don't know exactly what words were said.
I gave you 4. It's a fully automatic gun. What the fuck do you want?
Hey,
lit me up
let's
every
go.
fucking game.
Stop your crying.
You're the
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
No, you're the one.
Let's go. Let's go.
I shook your hand. You started talking shit.
Those guys are boys, so I just think it was on the field, tempers flared.
After a rough match against Excessive, the team is done for their Friday games. For their first match of Saturday, they will be up against Omaha Vicious.
They're no different from anyone else. If you're not on your A game and you get caught slipping, you're going to lose. So we weren't on our A game for sure.
Against Vicious, we had a really tough time making it out to spots that we weren't having trouble making either the first 2 matches or in practice. So I know I was personally having trouble making that little snake insert Aztec, so we'd send Zach out there and he would try to make it, and then it was really just kind of hit or miss. We would try to go to the corner, we'd try to go to the Aztec, but really, I mean, they were shooting about 1 of us per game on either side, so they were really on point with their lanes.
I literally got shot in the center of a 14 pack and had no idea, and the ref came over and said I was pulling the trigger. I'm like, bro, come on, dude.
We shot the guys on the snake sides. There was nobody left, so it was kind of easy to move down the snake. And then there was kind of a blind shot to shoot the little center can guy, and I don't think he realized I was like down the snake tape, so we shot him, and then it left just Parker in the Dorito side tower. As I was shooting Trevor though, I broke paint, so I'm sitting there in the snake, I'm like, all right, let's go bunker him. So I go bunker him, and then my own teammate shoots me, but then there was only 1 dude left.
Damien and Bobby, you guys gotta talk to each other. Number 1 most important thing, fucking talk to each other. That's a 2-on-1 situation, we didn't say a word to each other. All right? Talk. Talk, talk, talk. Talk, 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 talk. Go, Scotty.
I was in back center, and Bortles at the X, and I happened to wrap like all the way around and clutch his pack, and then go back to playing. I'm pretty sure he ran all the way from the X, came through, putting 4 into my goggles. And I was pretty heated about that. And then the next point ends up where Bortles comes running through and gets shot, and then somebody else from the snake side shoots me, and they throw a major on Bortles.
Nicky got a penalty where they ran down the Dorito side or something, and he thought he shot one of the guys first, and like, the ref saw another way, and then Nicky tried to like pull his gun up after he was already hit.
Oh, he's playing on! He just freaking played on! I shoot him before he even comes to left, and then he raises up! He got a penalty.
I think it's a combination of them playing well and like really being super motivated to beat us, where I'm not saying we overlooked them, but it was definitely something we were looking more forward to playing the Russians and to getting them out of the way first. I think had something else to do with it too.
Hey, these guys are going to the same spots as we're going to. You know? Like they ran to the command center, yeah, but they shot us going to the fucking Detroit, they shot us going to the corner, you know? They shot us going everywhere the fuck we went. You know, are we not going hard enough?
No, they were just on.
You know?
Their shots were on. Hey, fucking nothing else matters but the next game. Yeah. Fucking, hey, we gotta win. It's win and move on. That's it. Win and move on. So fucking get your mind right. The Russians already played 3.
Yeah. So we gotta beat them and get in.
We crunched the numbers and knew that if we beat the Russians with a semi-decent point spread, we'd go on. So we knew we had to handle business, and I mean, we practiced way too hard, and we're too much of a top team to really let World Cup go to lose in the prelims, honestly. Kind of like an out of state, out of mind kind of thing. You're not going to lose in the prelims at World Cup, so we just handle business against the Russians. So we were having a close battle with the Russians, and Axel ended up getting a penalty on the break or shortly after that. And then at that same point, Zach Waite gets shot in the shoulder from the Dorito side and plays on. And we're all that one we're all sitting right next to there, and we're just freaking out. Like, come on, this guy's a huge yellow hit on his shoulder. Just throw the penalty already. So they throw him a penalty, and he kind of like jumped over the box like quick access, like he had been there before, which was kind of funny. But those double majors definitely helped us out a little bit. I mean, any team playing 3-on-5, it's going to help. But apparently it didn't help, because the next point they pretty much pull off a 2-on-4, 2-on-5, and both of them are in the back center.
Hey! Gosh damn it, man! I said slow down! I think he was the luckiest that he fucking fell back and shot me on the slide face. We're running the same lane, calm down! Hey! We gotta have more composure than that, alright? Be fucking smart!
That point aside, that double major still helped us out a little bit in that match.
There was one point where Zach was playing really good in the snake, and Axel, the little rookie snake player from the Russians, tried to come get him, and somebody had Zach's back and got him first, and he got a major. I think it was a little bit back and forth. We scored a point, they scored a point, and then we happened to turn it on, and we went back to score 3 unanswered quick points to kind of take a little momentum and advantage of the match.
Hey, we're up 2! We are up 2! 2 minutes left! There's 4 minutes left, alright?
After getting off to a rough start on Saturday, the team regroups to win a tough match against Red Legion and feel confident going into Sunday.
Yo. You only get one chance at this shit. Very few people get the opportunity to play in the big game. Alright? We're only going to get so many chances like this in our life. And if we come out here and do the deal, nobody can ever take that away from us. And that's something that we all share together forever. You guys really got to understand that how this shit goes down is based on the opportunities that come to us and what we do about them. Whether we decide that we're going to step up and make the most of those opportunities, or we're going to make excuses on why we couldn't get it done. But all I know, in all the years that I've been here and done this deal, is that I give it all I got. And if you give it all you got and you make sacrifices for the person next to you, and we get that all across the board, more often than not, we're going to come home with this. And we'll take that trophy and we'll keep it, and we'll pass it around so everybody gets a chance with it. But we have to go out there and we got to take it. Ain't nobody gonna give it to us. We got no buy. We gotta go through the Ironman, go through heat, and go through somebody else. And remember how it felt in Chicago when that final horn blew and we got the motherfucking trophy. There ain't no feeling like that. This trophy's twice as big as that one, and 10 times more important, and 100 times more memorable. So let's fucking think about this, dream about it, feel it, believe in it, truly believe in it. You gotta fucking know that you're gonna win. Don't just hope. Know. Success comes at a price, damn it. Let's fucking pay up. Go get our shit. Alright? Infamous, baby. Infamous. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sunday morning World Cup. You know, this is what we play for all season. It's what we train for. It's what we take the flights, and you know.
What time is it?
Leave the family. It's I don't know. I woke up at 5:30 though to get here, and the sun's just barely coming out right now.
It sucked that it started at 7 a.m. or whatever. We get there and it's still dark outside, and it's 20 degrees cooler than it's going to be during the day. So you're just like, oh man, there's going to be so many outside factors in this game that we don't have any control over, but neither do they. So I mean, that was kind of annoying, but we knew we had to go out there and handle business.
Time to suck today's dick.
Hey, breathe in here right now. Let's go.
Boys. Hey, remember, motherfuckers, we're the bad guys. All right? This ain't no nice guy fucking game. We dominate this shit. All right? Come out here pissed off and fuck somebody up, man. Hey, we have owned these fools all here. Last time we met them in this round, 7-1. These dudes can't fucking bang with us, dude. Not today, not on this field, and not at goddamn fucking World Cup, all right? All right, boys, let's go! Hey, let's go, goddammit, let's go! Hey, this is a street fight, boys. Let's scrap it out. Whoever the fuck wants to get some, all right? Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team!
Hey, let's go, Infamous! Come on now, boy! Hey, no penalties, all right? No penalties, team. All right? No freebies for these motherfuckers. They can't bang with us. Communicate. Hey, communicate, number 1. All right? Everybody got to talk. Everybody got to know what's going on.
Is anyone else breaking paint?
Yeah. Yo, I was breaking 07. Me too.
I mean, it was kind of a shit show, the match, and we were going out there. Both teams are breaking a little paint just because it's so cold. But I felt like we played well. There were slow points, but I felt like they were really in our control. We got a couple stupid penalties for like talking after we were hit.
I think the point was over. He was running to our pit yelling like, throw the flag, just not even thinking about it. But obviously the point's still going because they haven't hung the flag yet. And he got a minor penalty for that.
After ZP got out of the box, it was pretty much a 5-on-2 versus Paxton and Short.
Hey, if we fucking shoot people, we don't all go running down the field like fucking idiots. All right? Gosh damn it. I don't need fucking all this shit. Be patient, be calm, and be cool. This is what the fuck we did yesterday.
One by one, it just seemed like people just making individual moves, overextending down the snake, getting shot, doubling up the center instead of spreading the field on the 2 guys. In Zach's favor, I mean, he put a good shot on Short, and it was just kind of overlooked by the refs, and that's going to happen. But on a 5-on-2, you should be at their side just riddling them, so it doesn't really matter if the ref misses a little stupid hit on his freaking elbow or something.
Gosh dang it, man. Hey, this was a 5-on-2. Fucking hit him. Shut up and get in here. Motherfucker, we talked about this yesterday. You get in here. Hey, shut the fuck up, idiots. We go down the wires, okay? We don't have 5 people run down the middle of the field in a 5-on-1. You don't want to fucking play anymore? Shut the fuck up. You did your job. It's not you, it's them. Calm down. Five on two. Come on now. Let's go. Hey, go down the fucking wires in a 5-on-2. Talk and shoot your fucking guns.
We didn't lose control in the pits, but we're like, come on, guys. Like, we're in control of the game, and we're going to go do that.
Stewards, you got to stay on that wire. We went over it. I came into the game. Came back, but you lost. I came back. Hey, composure. Hey, it's over. Hey, it's over. It's over. Let's go.
Even though they won that point, we went back out the next point and knew we had to tie the match, and I felt like we really had control of that point. We went down the snake, went down the Doritos, held our lanes well, and just went down and tied back up the match so that we could either have time to win it at the end of regulation or hold off and win it in overtime.
No, lids up or down.
Take extra paint. This is the point of the match.
Lids up or down.
guys at the 50 and then a couple guys right behind them. And Bobby ended up running through, bunkering Ryan Martin out of the Dorito Tower, which kind of freed up their lock a little bit. Damian went to the X, so Short ends up filling out to the Dorito corner. Gets a good shot on Damian's knee as Damian's in the X, and Damian kind of just flinches back as he gets shot in the knee and pretty much tucks it under his body. When we were sitting in the pit and you just see the ref running in and you just know by his body language, when he sees that hit, he's going to throw the red flag and our World Cup's going to be over.
Are you kidding me? He didn't even shoot his gun!
I know Damian had good intentions that tournament. It just sucked that it came down to that at the end of the tournament. It's not something we really dwell on. I mean, people can say that, like, we're not going to blame World Cup on some 90-second rule. We're not going to blame World Cup on Damian or anything like that. I mean, we're going to blame it on how we played throughout the entire event. I mean, it started that shot game. It went throughout the excessive game. It went throughout the prelims. And Sunday, we just weren't as dominant as we should have been at World Cup. And if we were, then that penalty wouldn't have really been an issue because you play well enough, the refs aren't an issue. So, shitty way to end the year, but sometimes you need those kind of things to be a good team in the end.
After World Cup, Scott Kemp leaves the team for X Factor. And Greg Sewers unexpectedly leaves the team for Impact. However, Brad McCurley has fully recovered from his injury and will be back strong for 2013. Even though the team didn't finish the year as they planned, this was still one of the most successful years for Infamous, making it to Sunday every event. Infamous will enter 2013 with high expectations. However, this loss from World Cup will stay in the minds of the players throughout the offseason.
Going into that week, we had a little theme song for Nikki, the sponge hair, square teeth.
Sing the whole song.
I don't remember the song.
That's the one you always want to win. That's actually my phone.
God damn it, Travis.
Tell me about Greg leaving the team for Impact.
Should I be nice or should I not be nice?
Yakuza, you need to stop sending me 3 a.m. pictures of his mustache. It's really kind of weird.
The 5-on-2 against Kakuza, or...
Hey, my mustache is thinking of you.
Eat shit, Sewers.
My mustache really wishes you were here to comb it right now.
What was happening the one night when you woke up and Nikki was standing naked over you while you were sleeping?
It's 11
This is some
o'clock,
horseshit.
I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets.
Oh, man.
I got a real pretty
So what you're
little
telling me?
thing that's
Waiting for me.
Hold up,
Anticipated. Good love.
Can't keep me waiting. I got...
Wait, hold on a second here.